He's legged. Not a bad spawn, actually. We can get to this rock right here. Space Badgerina bet 10,000 on me surviving. Let's not let him down. There's a spawn right here by the watchtower. Also spawn up the road. We've also got an extra up the road. Talking about the goons and talking about bird eye, big pipe, that's the one. The goons have some super hard scavs and escape from Tarkov that push you. And they'll snipe you across the map. We'll say maybe we could do with something like that on this game. I think I hear some suppressed shots. Did I just hear something? Here's something, yep. Looking at the watchtower, don't see any movement. Good rock this, but also quite exposed. Bot scout below us, patrolling. Heard some shots in the middle here. Who's shooting? I don't have yet tier 6 or an Altine on, so I'm already wincing about... Ooh, 2-man. Who are we dealing with? Looks like a MI tier 5. And a bit of a slightly Timmy Moore teammate. Where are they going? Looks like they're heading down to the port. Can see him, run him. Definitely count only 2, right. We're going to do everything in our power to kill these 2 men. But as a solo, we've got to play super smart. We've got to ambush them. Shots that way. We can't be 2 places at once. We're going to keep on this 2-man. Looks like they're going down the port, so we're going to get onto our sniper rock near the tunnel. Or even the rock next to the tunnel. To ambush them as I assume they're going to be going towards that extract. These guys look... Oh, shit. Thought there was a slope here. Look fairly geared, so we're going to have to be careful. But if there's ever a weapon to kill them with, it's this weapon we've got right here, the PRS, best gun in the game. And it definitively is the best gun in the game. As of this wipe. Used to be the Seca 17 SSR, but not anymore. That gun's probably the second best gun in the game right now. Right, they came down the watchtower, they're running down here. I hope they're not running straight towards the extract. If they are, we're not going to catch them. I don't see why you'd extract this early unless they've just come in for a quest item and want to immediately get out. So in Escape from Tarkov, there's also something called a run-through. And it's different to a survive. If you don't get enough XP and you're not in raid long enough, you don't get a survive, you get what's called a run through. And it's to try and deter people from immediately extracting once they're in. Because that's boring. For the other people who want to kill people like me. So maybe they need to add in that too. This is a sniper rock here on my right. I'm just looking for these guys. The trajectory they were running was kind of like they were going towards the tunnel there. Not straight towards the port. It's still solid. It's still definitely solid, yeah. I think I may hop on Exfil later. Yeah, I've been starting around here, max everything. Oh, here we go. They're definitely in the port. I can hear them popping off. Now they are running from this side. I think they've got... This is their extract. So I think we position ourselves down there by that rock. And hopefully they'll run up the road to us. It's all a bit of a roll of the dice, but we've got to position ourselves really well to catch two. If it was one, I think it would be a bit different. We could maybe push up on them a bit, but to catch two guys, we really need to catch them in the open and off guard. But the SSR makes knees rattle. Yes, even suppressed, that gun is ridiculously loud. Is he on the roof? That man is on the roof. Maybe we can crack some shots at him right now. Are we going to kill him, though? That's the question. One of them's on the roof. Shit, I wish I went high on that rock now. High on the crane cliff. There he is. That guy's actually pretty good. He's just jumped down. Okay. I'm going to gamble that he's coming this way. We've got to quickly get dart across the road here. Jeddah! Oh, that's Jeddah there, sorry. Both, for some reason on my chat, both your names are coming up in brown, so... Oh, there he is. He's running. Did he see me? That's the question. We're out here hunting. There's two of them. One of them just ran up these steps here. I've lost eyes. Bollocks. As of this wipe, see that little wall there? That is new. That didn't used to be there. I think because of people like me who would come here and... Fuck's sake, they've gone up there. Should have stayed on our original sniper rock. I wasn't to know, was I, though? Sounds like they've got an M4. Or maybe a HK41, you know, the 416 thing, the RC416. They're probably going to spray. Hopefully they just don't click me in the face, probably. I didn't bring my Altine. Balls. Where have they gone? There he is. Is he fighting someone? Yes. He was fighting someone else, wasn't he? He's dead though. Option stay put or flank up right on the hill. Where's his friend? There was definitely two of them. He looked like the more geared guy out of the two man. So I'm glad he's dead. This looks good, but I think it might be better to... Oh, fix. I know. No, wait, Jenna. No, it doesn't. Your names are clearly labelled differently. I just saw. Usually, it's all different colours. So, when I saw brown, I thought it was still Sage Token. Where's the guy he was fighting? He was definitely like he was against his wall because he was fighting someone. If you get back at some stuff. On most nights, same problem with people just not enjoying solo runs. My aim keeps flicking when I'm aiming at people. It doesn't happen with bots anymore. Aim keeps flickering. It might be something to do with the scope stabilization. Maybe turn that off. Scope stabilization is aim assist. Go into the settings and I'm not going to do it now because there's a guy somewhere close, but I can show you afterwards. Yeah, maybe turn that off. That might be affecting it. Where's the guy? That's just a scav. Where's the guy who was fighting? I think we flank up right. Although we're going to have to take out that scav on the road. He's still there, dead, isn't he? Yep. Where'd the scav on the road gone? He's hopefully, he looks like he's vanished. So before we move, we're gonna eat, we're gonna drink. I'm gonna pack some mags. We need this big 50 rounder ready to go. This usually rolls down the hill though. That's alright this time. Running M61. I like, these days I run a 50 rounder. This 50 round is OP too actually. It's just crazy good, dude. This is what makes this gun the best more than anything is the 50 rounder. The Seka 17 can only hold 20 rounders. My favourite gun is still the AR-308 though. I love that weapon. But right now, running solos, so tough, especially in the dam. I just feel like I need the best gun. He was fighting someone in this crane compound. Ooh, I just hear more shots. Ooh, that sounds like a big cannon coming from that way. I think we go have a little look. I don't want to get too near this watchtower. It's just death there. It's like a good position, but also so bait. Do you hear that cracking off? I don't want him to nick our loot here, though. That's the only thing. Maybe he killed him. I see two bodies there. 1, 2. I'm a bit confused. Well, I'm out for blood more than loot. If his loot gets nicked, that will be unfortunate, but... Do you hear that great big cannon popping off? What gun is that, guys? Is that a loud Seka 17? Who's out here running loud and proud? I respect it. Hear it? Sounds like it's actually at the other end of the dam. Playing a very dangerous game here. We're going super central. Position-wise, this isn't ideal, but I want to have a look. I can now hear surprise shots on my right. Sounds like... Where? Come on, show yourself. he's going to shoot me in the face. I feel very exposed. There he is. What are we dealing with? Looks like a yellow, classic, textbook Giga Chad. If he runs up here, we'll get him in this bit here, but we're going to have to shoot this guy many times. We're going to try and get him in the leg first. Here he comes. Oh, I missed too many times there. Looks like he's wearing tier 6 and the yellow Alpine textbook. This is what I'm talking about. It's so accessible, that kind of stuff. But then the M993 bullets, which is like realistically what I need to kill the guy, is very inaccessible. I don't want to get too close to this guy either. I can't think of anywhere else but peeking this little rock here. As soon as he sees, we'll back off. I think I know where he's going. He's going to the tunnel extract again, so we can always just peel off. But we hit him a few times, but even with M61, that probably just only tickled him at best. There the little shithead is. Hit him a few more times. He's going to be healing up after that. I almost want to try and swing around the whole dam. That's where he's headed now. He's heading the other way. If we're just dealing with this one man, we might be able to kill him. But there were more shots and suppressed shots, so I've got a feeling we might be running headfirst into someone else here. So you got to go right nice and buddy. Do you reckon he's made it up? I don't. Shame there's no gaps here, is there? There's all a big wall here. Hopefully no one's at the crack house there. Shit, he's right there. Yes! Yes! That was some good repositioning. We got to load up. See, if you're not fighting great big thick Chad teams here in the down. Oh, this is a horrible position. I thought he would be sneaky. We're gonna go loot him. We also, I think, that might be most of the Chads out here dealt with. We're gonna go loot him in our original kill by the crane. Remember? I thought there might be 2 corpses there by the crane as well. These drum mags have honestly got a mind of their own. I kind of hate them. done so. We got him, Jeddah. We got him. We got to go back. We're going to loot him and quickly go back to the crane because... Who's that standing there? Is it? Yeah, it's a bot scab. Go back to the crane quickly. I've got a feeling some little filthy player scab might have nicked our loot. We need this ready to go, ready for action. This big drum mag. This is the secret here to killing the chads, isn't it? You can just don't have to reload. These also, like, there's a lot of stuff I think they don't. What's the beauty of these kind of games? You don't have to nerf things. You can just make them super rare. There's a bunch of stuff that need to be quadruple rare. Tier 6 armor, Altines, drum mags. It really looked like he was on his own, didn't it? I mean, we were shooting a lot at him from different sides of the dam, so... Where was he again? I forgot where I killed him, wasn't it? It was against the wall somewhere. You guys remember? Oh yeah, it was further down, wasn't it? Yeah. Wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was down to this wall, yeah. Yeah, putting a 50 round, yeah, I kind of agree. Putting a 50 rounder in this game. If they just make it quadruple rare, like, it's barely, like, you only find it in safe rooms, and it's like got like a 1 in 100 chance to spawn us rate or something. Well, hello there. Yeah, these Altines are stupid. Common 2 is so OP, dude. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Often hear me moaning about those. Give me your bag. Oh, this is an annoying bug. You put it with a follow! Let me read this in a second once I get this bag. Come on. Look, she's done some good looting for us. There we go. This is not a great position to be in. Shots that way. They've nicked... Sounds like they're coming our way. They've nicked our loot, haven't they? We're going to go over there. I think we're going to have to go back to the high ground. She's got a shotgun. Pretty cool. Flame 12. Don't see that every day. What, can you see those meds literally vanishing before our eyes there? I'm not sure I can bother taking anything else. We've only got 50 other Altines back in the hideout. Man, thanks everyone. What about nerfing M993 because of its penetration power? I mean, the thing is M993 is already so hard to access because you need 2 hard drives. I think they either need to make the M993 more accessible to deal with the tier 6 chads and the Altine chads, because at the moment M61 cannot penetrate. Like, often Altine will sponge an M61 round or 2, which I think is absurd. So you need M993, but like, I can just buy Altines off Maximilian for 100k, which is peanuts. That is absolutely nothing for a Chad and someone who's playing as much as me. I could buy, easily buy one every raid, no questions asked. But to get M993, I can't do that. I've got to spend probably about 5 hours looting computer parts to maybe get, 60 rounds, if that. If there is a hard drive there. You know what I'm saying? There's all good suggestions, though. It's just tricky, isn't it? Like, it's always going to need tweaking, and there's obviously going to have different opinions. It's nothing game breaking or anything. It's just fun to chat about, isn't it? I heard shots all over there now. I've got a feeling they've nicked our loot by the crane. Especially when they put such a focus on so much it needed to be paid to get possible, but to do damage it does, yeah. To focus on such it needed to be a pain to get. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that bad getting the M993, but compared to how easy it is to get the top level armor, that's not quite balanced. I don't think. Maybe the M903 needs to be one hard drive. The thing is with the hard drives, you also need them for the hideout. Like right now, I'm hoarding the hard drives for my Bitcoin farm. So I'm not using them on M9. I have no M993. The only M993 I've had this entire wipe was, I don't know, 60 rounds that I got for quest reward. And it was glorious. Like, I got that. I was actually shredding tier 6 guys, like, much more easily. M993 will 2-tap even more boss armor to the chest. M61, you got to hit him about 8 times. More boss armor. What's going on here? Oh, poor bastard. It looks like a player scav who's just lagged out. That's not a lagged out player scav though. Where'd he go? There he is. We got him. S&B is pointless and you PKP. Yeah, the S&B... Oh god. Don't like getting that close. Yeah, S&B, there needs to be more guns in that caliber. Like an SVD or something. But also, it's still not as good as the M993, the S&B. It's still... I think it's like 6.3... penetration power for M993, and S&B is like 6.2. So yeah, the M993 is definitively the best bullet in the game. It's got the highest penetration power to get through armor. And it should be hard to access, right? But like I said, it's just so easy to access the top tier armor, and definitely the top tier helmet. Top tier helmet is, yeah, piece of cake. Oops, didn't mean to do that much there. I've been very merciful and let that player scab that's obviously lagged out just stay there. Am I not merciful? What do you think of S&B compared to M993? Quite different bullets, aren't there? One's a lot more powerful. I mean, it's a good question though. B4 Dash, how's it going? How many armor tiers? There's 6, but it gets complicated quickly because there are 6, but then they have different oh, piss off. They have different durabilities. So one might be tier 6 with 100 durability, but then there might be a tier 5 with 150, but typically speaking, yeah, tier 6 is obviously better than tier 5. And there's quite a lot of different stats in it, like penetration chance and stuff like that. Have those been looted yet? Yep, those are being completely looted. Fortunately, can't be 2 places at once. Some little rat player scabs just hit the jackpot there. I mean, like, well, it's definitely worth repositioning to get that other player, that's for sure. I'm out here for blood. Although it would have been nice to kill this guy who stole our loot. Thief! Get back here, thief! GTK is definitely high, yeah, it's really high, yeah. Even that guy there we killed only had tier 5. I thought he had tier 6 on, because I saw the altar, I just assumed he was textbook Giga Chad set up. That's definitely been loot, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely a naked man. Thief! There's a thief out here. That was my loot. Right, well... Oh! Bingo! Suppress shots at the port. This might be the thief we're looking for. We've got to get eyes on. We'll get onto Sniper Rock ASAP. Why do I feel slow right now? Do I overweight? B4 Dash, thanks for the follow. Yeah, any other questions, please ask away. So it's a difficult game and complicated game, so more than happy to answer. And if I can't answer, I'm sure someone chat. Well, everyone's very friendly here. More than happy to help. I actually really enjoy helping people in this game. Right, suppress shooters. Holy mother of... bloody... Ow, Scav, you're just giving away all of my element of surprise. Damn you, Scav. He knows we're here now. Piss off, other scav. These scavs can be so annoying sometimes. If he's in the port this late in raid, he's probably either got the port extract. We're not going to be able to see that, really. Oh! That scav's shooting at someone here. This wretched scav. Someone's over here. No way. He's legged. We got him. More shots up the hill. Is that our thief? Dude, even then, like, he hasn't got his gun. He's dragging a body. I'm going bang, 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 bang. He still gets his gun up. I'm like, please don't shoot me in the head, dude. I'm praying. We got to run up there and see what's popping up over there, right? Or do you reckon he's going to run down the hill here? We've actually got to be conscious of the time here. We've only got 8 minutes. I'm actually going to move up that way. Because that's where our extract is. I'm not going to be able to loot that guy. I need to repack the 50 rounder. This thing is so annoying. Sometimes if I put it here, it's going to roll all the way down the hill, isn't it? Yep. And it doesn't like go in the bags easily at all, you know. These 50 rounders, they don't fit in your tac rig, quite rightly so, because they're so OP. Here it shouldn't roll away. It's trying to though, it wants to. Oh, we're actually running a little low on these. M61. That's it. I might use my 30 round I've got left. I don't want to lose this 50 rounder though, if possible. You need like an enormous amount of space for this 50 rounder. Should keep my eyes peeled that way. What was your rating about Tabor vs Contra's B4 Dash? I like both games. I know it's a very politically correct thing to say. I've got 1,000 hours in Tabor. I've probably only got about 500 hours in this, but I like both. I will be back on Tabor at some point. I'm just waiting for more content, dude. This game is just much more fleshed out. You know, Tabor only feels like maybe 30% of a game, whereas this is like 80, 90% of a game. Tabor maps aren't very big. They're quite linear. Not a lot of cover. Not a lot of buildings you can get in. Whereas these maps are just... Oh, shit, McGee. Fuck. There's a... Get behind the tree. Player coming right down on top of us in the hill. Just saw him by that rock. He's coming. There he is. Filthy player, scav. Oh, we killed him. He must have been weak. He's dead. No need to worry. What are we talking about? Yeah, they don't have scav rates yet. They don't have armor durability. The hideout, I think, is better in this game. There's just more to do, more to upgrade. And there's better quality of life things like being able to like buy loaded bullets and stuff like that. So much more in the hideout, ammo cases, med boxes, you know. And Tabor will be adding all of this. I mean, I often refer back to Escape from Tarkov. It's the grandfather of all these games. You know, like, we know what's pretty much going to be added because Tarkov have done it first. And these games, I don't mean in a derogatory sense, just in a literal sense, they are essentially, you know, copying Tarkov into VR because it's such a good genre, it's such a good concept. And this game's much closer to that than Tabor is currently. But I think Tabor will catch up. And I always say that the gunplay in Tabor is particularly special. The gunplay in this game is very good, but the guns feel and sound really good in Tabor. They feel and sound a bit more realistic to me. Other than that, though, I think this game is currently got more, and yeah. I hope they have scav runs Tabor because it looks cooler thing in Tarkov. Yeah, they got scav runs in this. The scav run's been in this since day one. So that guy there was a player scav we just killed. So it means the raids aren't dead. You know, when there's no player scavs, 15 minutes into raid, most of the PMCs, most of the contractors and the actual players are either dead or extracted, and then it's just you just got a dead raid. I played pretty much 90% of the time on island on Tabor, and after 15 minutes, certainly 20, you'd barely ever get into a firefight. Look at us. Oh my god, we've only got 3 minutes. We've got to get a wiggle on. But look, we're killing players still with less than 5 minutes to go. That wouldn't yet happen in Tabor because there are no player scavs and that. Also, I wonder who's going to add the flea market first. That's going to be a huge one. The flea market is items sold by players and bought by players. That's going to be epic. But I like both games, yeah, both games. This game's got a lot more at the moment. It's certainly a lot more fleshed out. It's also a lot harder, this game, dude. This game's a lot harder than Tabor. Tabor, like, you know, it's way easier to find guns and do naked runs, and the scavs are not very good, well, at least when I was playing. And you can still snap scav necks, which I always thought was ridiculous. Ooh. Shots inside the factory. This late in raid, they've only got 2.5 minutes to get out. There's a good chance they're going to come out of this doorway, you know. What they need to do, that's not a ball, they need Combat Waffle to stop developing 30 games. They need to fix the game that made them popular in the first place. I did used to listen to the Combat Waffle, to like Tabor radio thing. And they've got a large team working on Tabor, they said. And that team isn't split. I think by one guy, maybe he splits his time. I forget who it is, one of the developers, but I'm not sure, from at least what they're saying in the interviews and stuff, that like they've got a team that's working on all games. They've got like a dedicated team of Tabor. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, so that was a very successful raid. Killed 3 PMCs, player scav. Very successful.